Welcome to Islamabad International Airport. A wonderful blessed day from New York, California, Los Angeles, London. Is this Paris, Madrid, Barcelona, Brussels, Oslo. Ladies and gents, it's none of them. And welcome to Islamabad in Pakistan. So Islamabad International Airport serves the nation, is the hub for PIA, haha. And according to data, they opened in May 2018, and it serves, I think, 6 million passengers a year. And it's fairly modern, as you can see. The entry points are easily accessible. I don't know why I said easily. It's very easily accessible, and currently we are at the international departures area. And as you can see, it's very bright. There's a number of Middle Eastern carriers that have come in. Etihad has come in from Abu Dhabi International Airport, and you can see the bright lights on the left hand side. And let's have a look amongst the crowd. And it's always a football crowd at this particular airport. If I can find our arriving passenger. Let's have a look. Nice sparkly concourse. Down the escalator. And people cannot, some of them cannot use the escalator. They're jumping off the end. I'm on the search for a lost passenger. Telephone signal has gone because the cell phone has finished. So to speak, the battery is finished, and I've walked through departures, walked through the top part of the airport, I've walked through international arrivals as well, but we are still on the search. So, when in need, a coffee or a tea is a great friend. Transportation, automatic transportation. So roughly 20 odd minutes later, with a rush in the airport, a few flights have come in from Middle Eastern countries, Abu Dhabi, Saudi as well. However, there is our passenger whose mobile phone signal is no longer available. So the journey from Attock City is more or less around 1 hour and 10 minutes at this time of the morning, so it's been relatively quiet on the way in, but as the sun rises and it gets more busier, and on the concourse we are in search of the missing passenger. For the tension of someone travelling thousands and thousands and thousands of miles and then relying on someone to set their alarms in the morning, and they do not set their alarms, and then the passenger's cell phone disappears, and then for them to arrive on international territory and not quite knowing the language is quite stressing as a parent. But we kept on reading du'as, kept on remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, kept on reading the kalimat, and we have found the passenger, alhamdulillah. So when I'm usually shooting these videos, which are for a little bit of fun, हमेशा चीज़ें न सोच रही सोच सलामों की सोच दुआ की अल्लाह पाक दे खुशहाल साथी. So airport न यानी Attock City न दे वक्त सारे चीज़ें because it's quiet time and it's the early part of the morning. रसीदन चीज़ें काफ़ी आसान दी और कार पार्क चीज़ें डकते. May 2018 के एयरपोर्ट से निकलता खुला शौक को याद नहीं आ गया ना माफी चीज़ें ना तो चर को कोठड़ाई यो बल्ले चीज़ें ना ट्रेलानी बोल पिछते ऐसा से चीज़ें ना के दिलवा आन हुजूम बोरश पो यो बल्ले खपो मानी ट्रेलानी पिछते ला शोर वगैरह 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 यानी खलक मातवाई कना. How do you learn patience? सबर बंदा संग इज़ द कई. I said, Sabar Banda is the Kaidre Zeunidi. 1, the airport. Number 2 in Pakistani traffic jams. And number 3 ci Pakistani afas lalache. Yani sharati ka juroli safaram da koli sakar koli. Sabar kedan hal tamanda is the case. So I am being told that it used to be a fixed 30 rupees to park, and now it's 30 rupees per hour. And I didn't even know that this part of the car park actually existed. We should park on these areas from now on. And this is no sandukhuna dir sari di no gaadi ke zeno no chat pani utadal. Check the number plate out. And isn't this a nice smooth road? With a lovely greenery in the middle. Hey, on the way to Peshawar, Islamabad, Motorway. Islamabad is roughly about 20 odd kilometres away from here. The airport is just on the outskirts, and look at that, subhanAllah. How beautiful. The sun is rising in this part of the world. Islamabad is twinned with Rawalpindi, and I'm not sure if you call this or if it's further ahead, but it's connected through the Scenic highway. So the driver opens the window and it gets noisier inside the vehicle. And Raishana, what do you think of the actual road? Is it well developed and smooth? Is it better than Lancashire? Is it better than other places? Are there any potholes? I know you're a big potholes guy. There's massive development in Pakistan as a whole, specifically in this area. This morning we travelled through, I think, Motorway City, and can't remember the name of the other development. There's Hurried City. Very impressive, very clean, very open roads, huge pavements, huge walkways for the pedestrians, lovely buildings, high-end amenities. If you keep watching the video, I shall share that with you. We'll go through those places. Oh, and a red and cream house. So this is, I think this is Motorway City on the right hand side. The massive development across the road. This area was bare many years ago. And fancy staying double tree by the Hilton, Islamabad West. Sitting a good 325 kilometres in that direction. As we turn left. Inshallah, massive skyscrapers going up, and the speed at which development happens in Pakistan, it will be up in no time. As the National Highways Authority, who look after all the motorways, says it welcomes us. And this is the Cow 1 motorway. In fact, there was 4 cows. It's the 4 cow motorway. But according to the sign, this is the M1 from Islamabad to Peshawar. Faisal town on the right hand side. So Mr. KFC and McDonald's and so many others here are. So when you leave the airport and you're travelling in this direction, this is the first service station that provides up-to-date facilities, some up-to-date restaurants. If you want to call KFC a restaurant, they have a cafe eats, they have the Rahat bakeries, they have a few places where you can grab Pakistani chai. And this is the interjunction or junction for Dera Ismail Khan. The China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, outlet to Dera Ismail Khan and the Motorway Western Route. So the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor has meant that millions of dollars have been invested into Pakistan, into its energy sector, transportation, research, motorways, airports, and particularly the deep sea port of Motorway, which will link China specifically and more or less about 50 countries around Pakistan that are landlocked. They will give them a seaport, an export entry, an import entry for that matter, through the deep port city of Motorway. Investment has been massive in that particular city, and if it's something that's close to your heart and you're looking for a piece of perhaps real estate, commercial or residential, one owns in London, or a home maker, or a real estate developer of a different kind. They are multi-award winning, and if you want further information and you're interested in investing in Motorway or in one-serene residences in Islamabad or One Canal Road in Lahore, then comment below and I shall provide you with specific details of great people. As we go past a sleeping buffalo or two, and the sign says taking a turn on the motorway is prohibited. And Pakistan has some beautiful views and beautiful scenes. Just look at that, mashallah, on an early morning. It reminds me of travelling to Scotland towards the M74, the sun rising in the morning. It's a beautiful view as we rush past some slow moving, steady moving Pakistani trucks, which are always decorated with lovely colours. Such a lovely view, mashallah. The Sawabi, the shower. Follow the road ahead and to go towards Palmyra, the home of the Gunners, Attock City. This is what they call the interjunction. As we come to the Burhan Toll Plaza, you have to pay your toll fees in Pakistan. I think it's 30, starts from 30 rupees and then incrementally increases depending on the size of your vehicle. And you have the automated version, which is what they call the M tag, or you can pay in cash. Oh, that was a slow check. Computer ke bahati nasi. Oh no, I teach you then. Oh, and that's bus on the way to Karachi. So the road ahead goes towards Peshawar, and if you want to turn left after the buffalo, that goes towards Hassan Abdar. Oh. So could you do this in England. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh no, it's rocking about. Well overloaded. One buffalo with two. Not very nice to see that. We've now hit the Grand Trunk Road, known as the Badshahi Route. In certain places called it the Sarkari Road. It has history through Arabian empires, Mughal empires and many other empires as well. The British and the East India Company spent £1,000 per mile on this road. Massive British influence, obviously still in the country, and Pakistan generally as a country is still a baby. Established in 1947, makes it roughly about 70 years old-ish. So keep enjoying the journey in Pakistan with us. I've had about, oops, so we hit the road. I've had about 60 minutes-ish of sleep in the last 24 hours. It was very busy with wedding a couple of days before that. And now it's a run to the airport. My hair is disheveled, my eyes are tired, the body is saying rest. However, when you increase your energy, it just attracts more energy. And research will show that when you increase your energy, your results are likely to increase by about 30%. Unless you're Manchester United, of course, where your energy has disappeared. So it may be time for new blood and a new energy as the fans blow very gently. It's time. Oh, I didn't realise to come into one of the most famous hotspots of a restaurant in the whole area, which is the Miyaji Hotel, known for its food, known for its parathas, especially its tandoori parathas and its eggs and its omelettes and its chana. So let's see what the place has to serve for us this morning. As the Miyaji in Burhan hides with its special menus, its mutton roshis and its garais and its various dishes, as like usual. So the ground has been watered. It's a lovely cool feeling to the area, and it's a famous spot for Pakistani truckers, specifically orange truckers. And some seconds ago vehicles were in hordes, but a little quiet spot. It's a taxi. So that direction is Islamabad, and in the opposite direction is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And the Miyaji Burhan restaurant has been established for many years. I remember as a child, probably wasn't in this condition at that time, but sometimes attending this place on our visits to Rawalpindi. So we enter the family hall. A very apt warning. Take care of your own belongings, and especially your vehicle. And the family hall with its curtains and parda and privacy for family members. Oh, mashallah, the Miyaji in Burhan are doing it. Wow. Yeah, beautiful. known as a tawa paratha. So it's butter chapati in essence. And you can't do Pakistani breakfast without a double omelette. So a couple of eggs, no cheese, some chilies, some onions, a bit of tomato, and no doubt with some mixed herbs and spices thrown in there. Hey, and how can you not do the Shahi dal, the king of dal, so to speak? Lentils with some additional ginger and a sprinkle of something, added with a little bit of butter ghee. Hey, and of course the traditional old warm chapati. Some people like it plain. Inshallah, look at that. Beautiful. A lovely, hearty, beautiful tasting of breakfast. I just nibbled at it because if I keep eating at this rate, then I'll be like very, very quickly. So although it's always tempting, you shouldn't be constantly grazing like an animal, because we don't need to be constantly grazing. We just need to be eating and taking in the nutrition that we need. Because in my years, you have to be careful, but you should be careful at all times. Anyway, not diversifying too much. The Burhan Miyaji. It's currently 6:30 in the morning, so breakfast and the uptake of breakfast is likely to happen because the customers for breakfast at the Miyaji is likely to increase over the next few hours as the doggy and the rickshaw sit there quietly under the trees. One of the most beautiful and positive things about this country is wherever you travel, you will find a place to pray, inshallah. I'm still not happy at the facilities for the ladies, because the facilities for the ladies are still few, and sometimes it's tricky and difficult for the women folk, which is not right. It needs to be addressed. There's some awkward fellas about. You silly cow. Not you, you silly cow. The cow that was at the side of the road was the silly cow. So as we swoop back down the GT road, as in fact flies down the GT road, the camera is, I think, about 12 kilometers or so from here, and Peshawar is about 105 kilometers. Divide by 1.6 and it converts into miles. Oh yes, and I've just realised that today is the Gondal market, the Gondal Mandi. That's why there's so many vehicles around that are carrying cattle. I can't say I like the look of that. It looks rampacked. And if the animal does a whoopsie, it's going to be all over their feet. Does it serve them right? Or are they carrying that behaviour or doing that behaviour, or cows and cattle together because their behaviour has a positive intention from their actions? Work that out. Every behaviour has a positive intention from the person that is carrying out that behaviour. Caution, dangerous curves ahead, and adjust your speed accordingly, because this is unfortunately a little bit of a black spot for vehicle incidents. So on this direction, so many animals because of the Gondal market. And on the other side is a bridge. It's built by the bridge all those years ago, which was still used as a crossing for Pakistani railways. So the market itself in Gondal is the biggest bazaar in Punjab. Many types of traders, from those that are selling jaggery and sugar and tea and pots and pans, shoes and new clothes and second-hand clothes, butchers and meats and cattle market for cows and goats and buffaloes, restaurants and cafes. So many things in the bazaar. It's a great place to visit and just walk around and grab a Pakistani bargain. And then from the Burhan toll plaza to the Harrow toll plaza. So I think on the way to Islamabad Airport and back, we paid 30 rupees a number of times. Or is it 50 rupees a number of times? No, it's 30 rupees because we have a small vehicle. So a long vehicle trailer, it's 250 rupees. We have some beggars at the side of the road. And Mehriya town has a current marketing campaign in Attock City as Mehriya Paradise. Chicken, lay a little egg for me. I love the view on this part of the Grand Trunk Road. We're just a little distance away from Canberra. Canberra is known for the Pakistan Aeronautical Complex, and I think they call it the Pakistan Aeronautical Factory. It's a famous little Air Force town with lots of factories that provide a lot of defence engineering expertise. Thousands of people are employed in the area, and it has a bustling little town with lots of cash and carries and shops, local, national and international brands. Lovely fruit and vegetables, and look what I have just spotted as we just talk about. That looks like meditation. I lost it for a moment, flying in the trees. There he goes, or there she goes. It's a centre for many people from the adjoining villages of Vaisam, Malau, Murmuru, Heather, Shadikan, etc. that will go and spend a rupee or two at the place. There's a few huge shopping malls. One that belongs to our he's a British Pakistani and invested a lot of time and money in developing his business in Pakistan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him more barakah. Look away now. See, you didn't look away, did you? Look away now. Roadworks is taking place on the GT road, and it's 100 kilometers per hour speed limit. It's getting busier as we go through Camera and gently approach Gondal Mandi, the Gondal Bazaar. This is our pressure horn. The airbase on the left hand side is protected with security barbed wire and cameras, shooters in the middle. So enjoy the speed journey, and let's do a little bit of quiz time. So, the country of Pakistan. In which year was Pakistan established? What is the capital city of Pakistan? How many states are there in Pakistan? Where is the Chach Valley? What is the national fruit of Pakistan? What is the national vegetable of Pakistan? What is the name of the national airline of Pakistan? Ha 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 ha, you may say. What is the current population of Pakistan? Which is the official language of Pakistan? What is the state bird of Pakistan? What is the official language of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. And Irfan has decided to turn right off the GT road. Oh, and he's taking us on the scenic route through a shortcut. And that may be a good thing or a bad thing. So this road has no name. So the road to the Attock City. It's Attock City Road. MashaAllah, there's a nice house on Attock City Road. Or if you're watching my friends throughout the UK, look at the road samol likha. The aam taur bane government samay khozum government jidano bel mulkun latilidi busy di logoni non-disclosure agreements thi so tas da gaz validation ko khabruna ko go rahi better da ikna go rahi because jina go rahi na logoni zain agi sar freshy. Oh, there's a little board, Sheikh Aftab, I think it says, and Jahangir Khanzada, Awan Abad. There was Awan Abad. And I've absolutely no idea, but this is very picturesque. The government high school. So, it's on the Rukshi, kana? The Biab and the Ruki. We walk the Kumna, we walk Gaide. Yeah, walk Agade. Junaid dalta naso alto airport kilatolo yani market ke na khabara akhli sot karni hai wait achar to rawani hue Junaid where na tawi aji look at this so gai reverse kira rawani move forward rawani agala makhum guard this is how close we are to the wall. That's the front wheel and that's the wall. Oh, this is fun. Boop. I love driving in my car, it's not quite a Jaguar. I drove it to this particular hill, that didn't rhyme. I bought it in Bill from a man from Brazil. It was made in 69. Some bloke just like waving his hands. Assalamu alaikum. Maybe not. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oh, hi up, just local kids waiting for school. Assalamu alaikum. In order to take a shorter drive or a shorter ride, Irfan, right? This is a 1976 Ford. That makes it just under 50 years old. And the school uniform must be grey and blue. And some public school. Assalamu alaikum. Good lad, good boy. There we go. Kiddie winks are going to school. There you go. Wado Wali. Men's colony, cow colony, Wale. Zabit Khan sir. Kiddie busy. Mata tavi kiddie la raza kana. Shawa. The summer me actually getting the Shawa October ki. How lovely. MashaAllah. It's a lovely view. The mountains in the distance. Why, Tamra Khashta Bui the Chesa Tawana. Sorry, Chidra Privati is Mukubani. There's a low la party day. And the Mungari pressure are in Karuka, there are the Gada Ramako. Very clever. Ayo. As the shepherds. Oh, and a little shepherdess. I didn't even know that. Either Children Khankaya Medina, Darbar, Nurpur. Shortcuts are around. So white car is flying towards us. Let's go, let's go. That's more Kilila Radlu. Not Kilila Ravelu. Kalarabani, Gade Modrolo Alta, Mamuzuko, Urka as a mass supply the Daraki Chotarali Kanamato. Dilawar Abad. According to data, Malizide, Bakhshel, is how we say that. Anyway, a couple of the tribes in Dilawar Abad, mainly Pashto is the main language, and according to data, it was founded in 1972. So it's a town that's been increasing in size over the years with much taller buildings. and better houses and better facilities. And the adjoining village is Hyderabad. So we're through Tulare and into Malaw Aga Shadi Khan. You turn right at this point. So this is the Markaz, the city centre, the town, the civic centre, whatever you want to call it. This is where the shops are, this is where the banks are, this is where the vegetable markets, fruit markets, and one of the main pillars of the community here is the Allied School. Belongs to our very, very, very closely family tied friend, Parvez, who has now been involved in business and schools for many years. Previously had spent time in Saudi playing cricket, a great cricket lover and a player as well. I think he played at semi-professional level, but has been resident and settled in Pakistan now for many years. And about 1 minute or so ago, we actually went past Mamrez, who was in a smaller vehicle, who runs a car business, and the Haji Wazistan Welfare Hospital is on the left, and this part of the Aga is now constantly increasing in size. As we come out, I think there's a place called the Hong Kong Plaza or something on the right hand side. So village like a main road, mani mashallah with some high-rise, tall, fortified houses and buildings. Cattle being herded, sorry. Industrial filling station. And tobacco, mashallah, if you're a smoker, tobacco. As we come back into the village. So our roots stem from this part of the world. So we have now been out and on this journey to the airport and back for a good few hours. We've seen the very much developed part of Pakistan near the airport with Attock City and 19, I can't remember the other name, was it Karamdad City or something similar to the opposite side of the coin, which is rural village Pakistan. So trust you will have enjoyed the journey with us today. Remember to subscribe, like, share the videos, and from whichever part of the globe that you are watching from, Assalamu alaikum.